So, humans, do they value the lives of other human beings? Well, there may be evidence that humans are failing to uh, value the lives of fellow human beings in a very significant way. You see, hundreds of millions of people could die from nuclear war, and nuclear war can quickly occur. There's a danger of nuclear war quickly occurring at any particular time. So, we always live on the verge of a nuclear war happening because countries with nuclear weapons could quickly get in a conflict that escalates to a nuclear exchange. And so, nuclear war could kill hundreds of millions of people. Nuclear war and nuclear winter, it gets into the billions of people. And if we significantly value the lives of these hundreds of millions and billions of people, if we cared very deeply about whether or not they survive, we would bother to talk about a danger to their lives. We would bother to remember that hundreds of millions of people could be killed by nuclear war soon. So if hundreds of millions of people, really billions of people, are in danger of a disaster that ends their lives, valuing human life would mean having serious enough concern about that potential disaster to consistently remember that potential disaster and bring talk of the danger of that disaster in a conversation. So, valuing human life, okay? I'm going to be very clear and direct about this. I'm specifically claiming that humans around the world are failing to value human life because they're willing to ignore the danger of nuclear war potentially killing hundreds of millions of people soon. They're also willing to leave people in their community and people around the world uninformed about a danger to them because they do not share information about the studies done on nuclear winter with people. So when I say ignore, like ignore the danger of nuclear war, on any particular day, do people remember that there's a danger of nuclear war? And do they talk about it at all? Do they do anything to respond to the danger of nuclear war? So if they're failing to, on any particular day, to remember the danger of nuclear war, talk about it, or respond to it, then they're ignoring the danger of nuclear war. So in this culture and cultures around the world, people overwhelmingly and consistently ignore the danger of nuclear war, meaning they're ignoring a danger to hundreds of millions of humans' lives. So it's like, I don't know, it's like people manage to care if there's like some sort of danger to like several lives or like a person's life in their community or around them. But why do they fail to value hundreds of millions of human lives? It's like they fail to actually like well, just take some time and talk about it. So really understanding that, I don't know, there's people in Pakistan, India, the United States, Russia, China, the UK, France, some other countries that might get hit by nuclear weapons. Like, people in these countries are in danger of dying from nuclear war. And then people around the world are in danger of dying from nuclear winter. And we have a responsibility to inform people about the nuclear winter studies. We have a responsibility to inform people about the nuclear winter studies. People in Russia, China, US, Pakistan, India, UK, France, and several other countries that would get hit by nuclear weapons in nuclear war. A bunch of them in Europe, I suppose. A lot of people in those places could be quickly killed by nuclear war. And do we care? Do we care about the lives of all these people in these countries? That I'm just setting aside nuclear winter for now, even though it really shouldn't be set aside. Do we care about the lives of the people in Russia, China, the United States, Pakistan, and India and the United Kingdom and France and other European countries, do we care significantly about these people's lives if hundreds of millions of people in those countries could be dying from nuclear war? And it could happen soon. It's always the case that it could happen soon. Do we really care about people's lives in those countries if we're willing to ignore such a severe danger to hundreds of millions of those people's lives? So significantly valuing human life would mean remembering that there's a danger to hundreds of millions of human lives. It would mean actually talking about that danger and doing something to respond to that danger, perhaps trying to help prevent nuclear war, which a major part of doing that would be getting the danger of nuclear war in a conversation more. And informing more people about nuclear winter so they'll better understand how serious the danger of nuclear war is, because it was cause of nuclear winter, and they'll be better motivated to respond to the danger of nuclear war. So, just run on sentences or something like that. Where was I? Okay, to value the life of people in Russia, China, India, Pakistan, the United States, United Kingdom, France, many European countries, you need to remember that the people in these countries are in danger of dying from nuclear war. And to value their lives, you need to care enough to talk about the danger of nuclear war. Otherwise, you just don't really significantly value people's lives enough to even talk about if hundreds of millions of them could die. And, like, really, I mean, just say there's someone you know that could die, they're in danger of dying, and you never say anything about it. You never say anything. Maybe you could do something about it. You could at least talk about the danger and make sure people are paying attention to the danger of this person dying. But you just never say anything. You never bother to talk about it. And in fact, you forget completely about the danger to this person's life. How much do you really care about that person? Probably not that much. Or, yeah. So, to value a person's life, remember if their life is in danger. Talk about the danger to that person's life. So we should talk about the danger of nuclear war because it threatens to cause the death of many hundreds of millions of people. Communicate with people about the nuclear winter studies. Make sure more people are informed about those. We have an issue in our culture and cultures around the world where we fail to talk about the danger of nuclear war and nuclear winter. We fail to bring into our conversations. We often fail to remember on any particular day that the danger of nuclear war and nuclear winter exists. And the danger of nuclear war and nuclear winter is the greatest danger to all human life. That's what could cause the most people to die, and it could happen soon. So, the greatest danger to all human life, nuclear war and nuclear winter, we should be talking about that. We should be learning more about the danger of nuclear war and nuclear winter, including the nuclear winter studies, and we should be sharing the information that we learn about in conversation with people so that people will be better informed about the danger of nuclear war and nuclear winter. Anyways, to care about people and to value their lives, you need to pay attention when their lives are in danger, and you need to talk about it with people when their lives are in danger. So, there's danger in nuclear war and nuclear winter. Serious one right now. There's some serious situations. But beyond the fact that there's some conflicts between nuclear nations, which risk leading to war and nuclear war, it's going to be a continuing danger. There are nuclear arsenals There are countries which have them, which may come into major conflict with each other in ways which can lead to war. The danger of nuclear war will be continuing. It's not going away anytime soon. I would just communicate an understanding based on quite a bit of evidence that not only are they not going to get rid of nuclear arsenals anytime soon, but nuclear arsenals are expanding in India, China, and Pakistan. So it should be understood for at least the next few decades and perhaps quite some time beyond that, large nuclear arsenals will exist. And so there is going to continue to be a danger of nuclear war and a danger of nuclear war and nuclear winter causing the death of over a billion people. At least a billion people. That's what the study indicates for India and Pakistan. Nuclear war caused a nuclear winter. So it'll continue to be the case that at least a billion people could die from nuclear war and nuclear winter. And that's a real fact about your world. And it's a fact about our world that we need to pay better attention to and bring up more in conversation. If more people are paying attention to the danger of nuclear war and nuclear winter and responding to that danger and trying to put effort into helping to prevent nuclear war, that can significantly contribute to decreasing chances of nuclear war and nuclear winter. And an important first step to getting more people working on preventing nuclear war would simply be bringing the danger of nuclear war and nuclear winter into conversation more. And getting more people informed about nuclear winter studies. So, do the stuff I said in the video. Watch the video a bunch of times. At least watch it more than once. Do people remember things that they see one time? Not as well as things that they see twice. Okay, so if you thought anything in here mattered at all, watch the video at least one more time.